Unlike most invertebrates, where the nerve cord is solid and ventral, traveling along the ventral surface of the body, in primitive chordates such as lancelets, the nerve cord is dorsal and hollow, surrounding a central canal, as in vertebrates. There is not yet a clear distinction between the gray matter, where the soma of neurons are located, and the white matter, although there is a clustering of soma around the central canal. Some of the soma are quite large, as is the case in fish and amphibians, but not higher vertebrates. The sensory axons leave through dorsal roots, as in vertebrates, and the motor axons leave in ventral roots, as in vertebrates, although these roots leave the spinal cord in different segments and do not fuse to form a mixed spinal nerve. Also, the soma of sensory neurons are not located in a separate dorsal root ganglion, as in vertebrates, but instead are located within the spinal cord. In the most primitive vertebrates, such as this lamprey, the spinal cord is more of a solid tube, but it's a bit more flattened in its shape. The gray matter is located in the interior of the spinal cord with white matter around it, as in higher vertebrates. And the dorsal roots are more restricted to carrying only sensory information, as opposed to the visceral efferents, which can leave through the dorsal root in chordates. The dorsal root ganglia include the soma of the sensory neurons, which are now outside the spinal cord. The dorsal and ventral roots do not fuse in lampreys, although they do in hagfish, as in the jawed vertebrates. While most of the neurons in the lamprey spinal cord are processing local reflexes and are not connected to the brain in pathways, there nevertheless are the homologs of the spinocerebellar tract in higher vertebrates. This is an ascending tract carrying sensory information, and the technospinal tract, which is a descending tract carrying motor commands from the brain.